Very often in the U.S. system, when we don't have a whole one of a larger unit, we refer to mixed units. So, for example, it's very common to say something like, Lily is 5 feet 9 inches tall. This is a mixed unit. In this case, we're describing Lily's height as a mixture of feet and inches. What does this mean? That means if we look at Lily and we have her stand up against a ruler, her height will be 5 feet and then a bit more. The bit more is not enough to make a whole nother foot. It's just another 9 inches. This is a common way of expressing partial units. And we should note that when we use this, the number we have of the smaller unit is always less than we would need to make a whole one of the larger unit. In fact, we can look at mixed units as being a lot like mixed numbers. In fact, they're a terrible lot like mixed numbers. The procedure for converting from a mixed unit to the smaller unit is almost exactly like the procedure for converting from a mixed number to an improper fraction. We'll convert the larger unit and then add on the smaller unit. So for example, in Lily's case, if we want to convert 5 feet 9 inches to inches, we'll take 5 feet over 1. We'd like to convert it to inches. We should look it up and see that 1 foot is 12 inches. And so we want to get rid of feet. So we'll have 1 foot in the denominator, 12 inches in the numerator. We notice that feet do indeed cancel. And so we'll be left with 5 times 12 inches over 1, multiplying, and I get 60 inches. But Lily isn't just 5 feet tall. She's 5 feet and a further 9 inches. So 60 inches plus 9 inches, I hope we can easily see, is 69 inches. So Lily is 69 inches tall. I'm going to have you try one of these. Suppose Mary's new baby weighs 8 pounds 7 ounces. How many ounces is this? Noticing that 1 pound is 16 ounces. Pause the video and try this now. We want to get rid of pounds, so we'll have 1 pound in the denominator, 16 ounces in the numerator. We notice that those do indeed cancel, so we'll have 7 times 16 ounces over 1. Multiplying that out, 16 times 7, 7 times 6 is 42, 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. We get 112 ounces. So 112 ounces plus 7 ounces. Adding that on, we have 119 ounces. If we have a mixed unit that we want to write in terms of the larger unit, of course we'll get a mixed number. So we'll convert the smaller unit, at which point we'll have a proper fraction. And then the whole number part is the number of the larger unit we started with. So for example, if we have 2 cups and 4 tablespoons, and we'd like to convert it to cups, remembering that 1 cup is 16 tablespoons, well, we'll take our 4 tablespoons and convert it. We want to get rid of tablespoons, so we'll have 16 tablespoons in the denominator, 1 cup in the numerator. We'll notice that those do cancel, and we're left with 4/16 cups. Oh, I see that 4 is a factor of 16. In fact, we have 4 times 1/4 times 4, which is just 1/4. So we have 1/4 cup. Thus, 2 cups, 4 tablespoons is 2 1/4 cups. The 2 cups I started with is the whole number part of my mixed number of cups. All I converted was 4 tablespoons to 1/4 cup. We can also go from pure units to mixed units. To convert from a smaller unit to a mixed unit, we divide with remainder. So if we want to write 47 inches as feet and inches, well, we would note that 1 foot is 12 inches. 47 inches, we'd like to get rid of inches. So we'll write inches in the denominator. We have 12 of them to 1 foot. And notice that the inches do indeed cancel. We have 47/12. But now we divide 12 into 47. I think that goes 3 times, because 3 times 12 is 36, with 11 left over. That's going to give us 3 feet, and we have 11 inches left over. On the other hand, if we start with the larger unit, it had better be as a mixed number if we want to convert to a mixed unit. To convert a mixed number of a larger unit to a mixed unit, we just convert the fraction part. So if, for example, I've just rescaled a recipe, and I have a recipe that calls for 2 5/8 cup of flour, and I want to know what is this in cups and tablespoons, keeping in mind that 1 cup is 16 tablespoons. Well, I know that the whole number part is going to become the number of cups. So I'm just going to take my 5/8 cup, and I think it's going to work nice to write this as 5/8 cup times, I want to get rid of cups, so I'll have 1 cup in the denominator, 16 tablespoons in the numerator. I see cups will indeed cancel, and I'll be left with 5 times 16/8 tablespoons. Now I notice that 8 is a factor of 16, right? 16 is 8 times 2. 8 cancels. I just have 1 left in the denominator. But that's just 10. So this is going to be 10 tablespoons. Thus my 2 5/8 cups, my 2 whole cups stay 2 whole cups. My 5/8 cups are 10 tablespoons. I'm going to have you try an example like this as well. Tim is 6 1/4 feet tall. How tall is this in feet and inches? Pause the video and try this now. All right. The whole number part is going to be my whole number of feet, so I'm going to ignore that for the moment. I'm just going to take my 1/4 foot, write it with 1 in the numerator, 4 in the denominator, times, I want to get rid of feet, so I'll have 1 foot in the denominator, 12 inches in the numerator. I see that the feet do indeed cancel. And I'll be left with 12 over 4 inches. And maybe I immediately know that 12 divided by 4 is 3. Or maybe I need to simplify this. But either way, this is 3 inches. So my 6 1/4 foot, that's 6 feet 3 inches.